Hi guys, welcome back to another video game with Powers. I'm Jake.
I'm Cierra.
And welcome to another video of Cierra Reacts, where Cierra is going to be reacting to different games that I back on Kickstarter and GameFound. And if this is your first time watching a video like this from us, pretty much like I just said, the purpose of this little series or whatever is Cierra is going to be giving her thoughts and impressions and reactions to games that I have backed on Kickstarter and GameFound. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. But I think I've done a pretty good job so far. But I back a mix of a bunch of different games. But today we got a game for. I backed this game specifically for her because the designer of this game is the designer of probably. Would you say it's your favorite game of all time? Like, I know it's in your top 3.
Top 3 for sure.
For
I don't
sure.
know what would be my #1 game.
Okay, so I know this game, the designer of this game, is not this one per se, but he designed a game that is in her top 3. That game is Azul. So this is the designer of Azul. She also happens to like Carcassonne as well. And so this game is supposed to be the Carcassonne killer. Per se, just meaning that this game is taking over the Carcassonne and kind of
Fouling?
yeah, in a sense. But this game, let's go ahead. You want to go ahead and bust it open? This game is called Sanssouci. Is the name of the game here. So this game is called Sanssouci. This is a classic. This is actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the kind of like a second edition of this game. The original Sanssouci is, I think came out in like 2013, but it was not very accessible to anybody in the United States. So this game Sanssouci is here, guys. So she doesn't know about this because she doesn't watch some of the videos, but I actually did a should you back on this, and I kind of well, I didn't mean that, but like I did a should you back on this video, and go ahead and bust it open, and I'll talk about it while we're busting open. So in the should you back, I was kind of a mixed bag for me, because they were saying the whole purpose of bringing this in on Kickstarter again was to make it really accessible to the people in the United States. Now the good part about this is they were really trying to make it as accessible as possible to us in the United States. The very first thing, shipping was only $6 here. It was exclusive to the United States. So if you're in the United States, shipping was only $6. The stretch goals, they had no deluxeified or any stretch goals like that. They put all of the stretch goals of deluxe stuff in the actual game, and the stretch goals were reduced shipping costs. So like if it hit 50,000 of a goal, they would reduce shipping by like 4% or something. I think it was 5%. And then if they hit 100,000, they would reduce shipping by 10%. So which I do believe they did. So I think shipping for this was only like $5 to get the game. So they were really trying to make this accessible to people in the United States. The other end of the spectrum where I was at with the game was like kind of was an ebb and flow, is they kind of said that there was a little bit of FOMO here, that if you didn't back this, then they had no plan, I believe, no plan currently to bring this to retail or market in the United States. So this was kind of like your only chance if you wanted this game in the United States. So like that's where I was kind of up and down about it, right? Like, and the company that brought this to you was Sleeve Kings, and they normally just do card sleeves. So this was a big project, their biggest project to date. So it was kind of a little mixed bag, like I said. But I said if you had the money, yeah, a little ding right there. But this was $40, I think, to back. But if you had the money, I said I think this was a pretty good back. And look, it is here. This was set to arrive in like August, I believe, or September. And I had even said that in the backing in the game. I said, you know, this is a very strict timeline because this just ended in like June or July. I want to say, almost like. I was gonna
say it was on one of our other videos.
Yeah. So I think it was June. I think it was the June one. And so for a 2-month timeline like that, I said in the video, that means you guys must have already had this game produced and ready to go. And 9 times out of 10, when a Kickstarter company says that, that's not really the truth. It's like later on what I'm trying to say. So for them to actually stick true to that and have the game already made and fulfilling that quick timeline, that's amazing. To get the game early, that's amazing. So all that being said, let's go ahead and continue to bust this open. So Sanssouci is essentially a tile placement game like Carcassonne with a drafting game mixed with Azul. And so how the game is going to work is you are set to redesign the Great Garden of Sanssouci. And so you have a little player board here with all these different tiles and colors and things like that and shapes. And you're going to be having cards. And essentially on your turn, essentially on your turn, you'll be playing a color of a card and drafting that tile and then placing it into your little area to try and score the points. In here it also comes with 2 mini expansions. One of them was the Wild Boar expansion, and so you'll put like a little boar meeple in your garden, and the purpose of that is to like it's almost like you're rebuilding the garden from scratch, and the garden there's like a boar in your garden, and so you got to get him up out of there.
That's a nice rule book. Love that. That's it.
All right, that's it for the rule book.
Love that.
So those are some of the tiles that you'll be placing down in the different section of gardens. And yeah, so again, it has like that Carcassonne feel where you're putting these things down in contiguous rows. And that's the main game board where you're going to put stuff. This is what a player board is going to look like. So it's going to have these different shapes of things in different colored areas that you're trying to put down.
Oh, they're different.
Oh, nice.
A little bit, not by much. But...
And so I know the last final thing is the premise is you have like royal guards to come and inspect your garden. And so over the course of the game, you'll see real quick, there's like little spots. There's little like arrow 1, 2, 3, 4, like see these little pathways. So what you do is over time, you'll have 8 different royal guards, and you want to try and bring them along past to try and like exit out the bottom, I believe, of your board. And like if you can get them all the way out, you score like extra bonus points and things like that. I think these are like the points you score for what level they get to before they stop. And so that's kind of the thematicness of the game there is you're building that. This is one of the other mini expansions. It's just like a different board that you can put, or different grouping of tiles that you can put on your board to add a little bit more challenge or flavor to the game. All right.
Oh, I love a good little bag. That's cute.
Nice little tile bag, just like Azul. And then we got some meeples here. So these are the wild boar meeples.
Yeah.
Wild boar meeples. I'll show them off over here. Nice little wild boar meeple, just like that. All right, and then it looks like we just got some player markers. And then here are the royal guard markers. Each of them are in a different color here. So here is the red royal guard in the blue, and then they have a yellow and a green right here that basically just look the same. There's no difference, but that is that. And then Cierra is busting open some cards here. They use the miniature European card style type of cards. So I'll like, you can see, just showing you what a card will look like. So that like you'll play this card and you'll choose either from the yellow row or the red, I guess, the red row, and take a tile from there. Or you'll have cards with just the symbol of a, no, that's not E, right there. Yeah. Or you'll have a card with just a symbol on it, and you'll play this card and you'll take a tile that matches that symbol on the board. But yeah, look, this is pretty much the entire game. You see here, guys, nothing deluxe, nothing crazy about it. It's just a very nice old school classic game. Nice, simple, streamlined, fast. This is Sanssouci. So, Cierra, what are your thoughts? Tell us what you're thinking.
It looks fun. This is definitely right up my alley. It doesn't look like too long or anything. I love tile drafting and then placing. No, it looks fun. I'm definitely excited to bust this one out. You're right. You made a good choice on this one.
Yep.
I don't know if it'll take the place of Carcassonne. Not for me, but. Okay.
But it'll be, I mean, you can see the similarities of how it's like the card, instead of like tile drafting, instead of like Azul, you're putting down the card to draft a tile, and then you're putting in the tile in your area like Carcassonne to make the little laugh. So it's a combination of everything. But yeah, guys, all right, well look, this is Sanssouci, very short, very simple, nothing too flashy here.
I think it'll be good for pictures.
Yeah.
Like for making your garden when it's all done and stuff.
Yeah,
be a pretty game.
Just a nice old school classic Euro style game in that, you know, it has that Carcassonne type feel, that Carcassonne type look, that older classic look, but it just is new and improved. Okay, so again, this is Sanssouci, designed by Sanssouci. This is coming to you from Imperial Publishing and designed by Michael Kiesling, the designer of Azul. All right, guys. Well, as always, we're gonna. She's definitely gonna enjoy it, and I'm excited about this game too. It doesn't look as. What was the word I want to say? Like. Carcassonne, I'm very terrible at putting all the tiles together because it's like you're creating everything.
Yeah.
So like I think for me this doesn't look as I don't want to say overwhelming because that's the wrong word because Carcassonne is not overwhelming for me, but I think I don't have to think as much on my board with this game because everything is there for me and I only have like 4 options, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Carcassonne, you have a lot of different options to go. So I'm excited to play it. She's excited to play it. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. As always, we're going to take a couple days, probably weeks, because we got a lot of games that we got to get through and play. Yeah. We'll try and get a playthrough out on the channel. Of course, we'll try and get a how to play on the channel, try and get a review on the channel when we get to the game, but we're going to enjoy it. And hope you guys enjoy it too. As always, please go ahead and drop a like down below. And then before I just want to give a shout out to Imperial Publishing and all of them for getting this game early. Anytime you can get a game that meets the timeline or before the timeline on Kickstarter, that is big kudos, especially for them taking a risk and having a big project like that. So I think that's awesome. Great job, Imperial Publishing. You guys rock. Go ahead and drop a like on this video. Help us out, please, guys. If you have not hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new content is dropping. And as always, guys, please go ahead and help us out by subscribing to our YouTube channel so we can keep bringing more awesome content to all of you. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. Bye.
Bye.